Friday, Ranger Nation! It is Friday. It is time to go over all of the wonderful Power Ranger news that has happened this week between TV, print, video games, you name it. We're going to talk about it. We've got Hyperforce was hyper sad. Finally have some merch news to talk about for the first time in a while, and much more, so stay tuned. The Ranger Week in Review starts right now. Hey everyone, welcome to the Ranger Week in Review. I am your host. I go by Ranger Liz. Let's start where we usually start, and that is the current show. The current show, however, is on hiatus, so since we don't have any Ninja Steel to talk about, let's go straight into generic Ranger news. Thanks to the Power Scoop blog for finding this one. There's a little blurb regarding Saban brands, Hasbro gaining the Master Toy license, the Power Rangers property in general, and the potential buyout in the future. If you'd like to read the whole thing, check out the links below. If you want more of that, I'm excited. I don't know about you guys, but I'm so excited for Hasbro to take over the toy license. I am gonna be spending lots of money. Somewhat related to, or actually directly related to Ninja Steel, Den of Geek put out an article on Thursday about why Victor and Monty are the best part of Ninja Steel. Love them or hate them, go give it a read through and see if you agree with why Victor and Monty are so amazing. No comic news. There are going to be reprints. Keep your eyes out. However, the 2018 annual is coming out in April. It's going to have stories regarding the Shattered Grid. Contact your local comic book store. Some of them are only, I've been hearing from multiple people on Twitter, maybe they're calling and they say, oh, we only order X amount, or oh, we're only ordering them for subscribers. So call and make sure they're going to carry it. You want to get this annual. It's in the Shattered Grid, guys. You want to get the annual, so make sure you can get your hands on it. Also, the Artist Tribute book did come out. It's not necessarily, I think it's from Boom Studios. But the Artist Tribute book did come out this week. Check out the links below if you would like to get in on it. It's got some really, it's an Artist Tribute book. It's full of really cool art. It's what it is. So go check the links. Hyperforce. Oh my goodness. You know, like last week we had to cover everything before we got to Shattered Grid. I feel like I should wait, but I'm not. We're getting into Hyperforce, guys. If you haven't watched it, just skip. I don't know how you would have managed to avoid all the spoilers at this point, but just get past Hyperforce. We're just going to start with laying it out. The wrench, which, dang it, I forgot. I actually had a wrench for my Hyperforce chat. The long version of Hyperforce chat, which is like 20 minutes long. It's in the normal Hyperforce playlist if you'd like to go check out my single videos on them. But oh my goodness, it was a wrench to the heart. Vesper, the V part of Vespi, our Black Ranger with the silver hair. The girl we have found is an android and just kind of weird. In a really great way. She's just kind of weird. Vesper is the newest casualty from the Alliance leader. Over the course of the battle for the Corona Aurora, while helping Sentinel Knight, the Rangers got into a direct confrontation with the Alliance leader, and while trying to sacrifice himself as much as possible, Sentinel Knight could not take all of the damage, while Eddie tried to shoot from Zord form, mind you, to hit the Alliance leader. It didn't hit him enough. He got ticked. Sentinel Knight rolled out of the way, but Vesper couldn't roll fast enough because she was hurt. Vesper took a full blow of the Alliance leader's power, and her health is 0. In the system, that is dead. Dead, like back for the Shattered Grid one. D-E-D, dead. Where it's gonna go from here is anyone's guess. I think the only people who actually have a clue as to what's gonna happen on Saturday is maybe a tiny clue for the actual tabletop people, but I think maybe like Malika, Zach, Melissa, maybe. Who knows what's going to happen. We know that the Corona Aurora can clearly bring back android-y, like, people, and as i.e. Mac, Maybe not. Maybe she'll come back in a different way. Maybe she won't come back at all. And they just, I mean, she's like the Megazord, and we're gonna see how it goes. That was the main part of the story, and it happened at the very end. Basically, Malika explained how Vesper, with all of her metal parts, and she had just got a battleizer too. Just electricity just coming out of everywhere, coming out of her eye sockets. I mean, she just exploded. And actually, the word Malika used was obliterated. Vesper was obliterated. Just seeing the look on the guys' faces as she's going over it was shocking, it was crazy, and you know, Zach for the fireside chat afterwards is explaining to us that they built this system where they could die, they could all lose. In the first few episodes, they wanted it to be a true tabletop RPG where, dude, I mean, have you ever been in a campaign where the GM just decides to become chaotic, evil, and just kill everyone? I mean, we already lived through Zach once. Where it's gonna go, I don't know, but I am certainly excited. That was episode 22 of Hyperforce, if you can believe it. 3 more episodes left to go. And on a personal note, I am in quite a pickle because I have baseball tickets for the Tuesday night of the Hyperforce finales. I might literally be listening and watching Hyperforce at a baseball game. It's what I do. It's what I do. Let's get away from Hyperforce. Legacy Wars did tweet out today. Be sure to participate in the weekend score attack challenge for a chance to earn rewards. Keep an eye on that. I'm really loving the score attack challenges. I think I've said it every week since they came out, but I really love the new challenges. If you haven't played it already, at least give it a shot. It's a pretty fun game. Let's go to merch news for the first time in like forever. I have 3 bits of merch news. Let's start with the more obscure one first. Thanks to Amazon, Power Rangers Swirl Lollipops are coming your way April 9th. It was a slightly slow news week, guys, so they're raspberry flavored, if you really want to know. On a slightly less crazy but better crazy news, Meower Rangers is getting its own book. Why? Okay, I will be the first one to admit I like the Meower Rangers. They are so it's just silly. It's just silly, and I like the Meower Rangers. But they're getting a book. It's like 64 pages, hardcover. It's only gonna be 15 bucks. Comes out September 18th if you would like to get in on it. Not gonna lie, probably going to buy it. In the merch news that maybe slightly more people care about, GameStop has come up with pre-orders for all of those hard-to-find Zeo Legacy figures, including, of course, the female ones, which how long have we been dealing with that crap? Those figures, if you still want them, I mean, maybe you forgot. Like, maybe you've changed, like, your bank account since then. Just check things. But all 6 of them are up there now. Looks like July 29th is going to be the release date for all of them. Follow the links if you still want them. Let's move on to con news real quick. Vendor and artist spots are now open for the Power Morphicon, which is happening in August. You know, they've really been ramping up. They're releasing guests, the Lord Draken figure. The shots for it have been announced. You can start getting your vendor tables and stuff set up. Get on it now if that is something you are interested in. Real quick, a little bit of Toku news. It's because it's being subbed. Time Ranger is now coming to the US. Thanks to Shout Factory. Of course, check out the links if you want to get in on the pre-order of that. It's looking like it will be July, I think it's July 31st. Could potentially be coming out. If they're following this pattern, you know, it's every 3 months or so we're getting a new one. At this rate, guys, we're gonna be it's gonna take a few years, but we could actually catch up with the Sentai. Could you imagine the series stops ending and then you can just order the official DVD? It's exciting. It's exciting. But let's move on to the fan corner, because that's where we gotta go. Fan Corner, new podcast out, at least as of this recording. Ranger Command Power Hour did an awesome one, but it was an April Fool's joke. It was all about food. Check out Teens Attitude has new ones. Explosions Behind Us, TOKU Teens, Legion of Boom, and Ranger Danger podcast all have things out as of this. If any more come out between now and whenever I post it, they'll be in the links below, so you can make sure you give them lots of love for all the stuff they do. My big shout out, I guess I should say, my big fan corner thing is this going to Mega Power Brazil. Mega Power Brazil, you can find them on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube. I follow them on Twitter. They're also at megapowerbrazil.com. I know I have people who watch this from Brazil. I actually get to see it in the things, like where people watch from, and there's like 10% of you guys are from Brazil. And if you're not following Mega Power Brazil, what are you doing? You should totally go follow them. I don't speak Portuguese, so unfortunately I can't give you a lot more about it, but they've been doing it for a long time. I mean, I've been following them for a long time. They will get news first. They do have breaking news. It's not just, you know, other stuff translated. Like, they're a very good news source, so go give them some love. Mega Power Brazil, they've been at it a while, so they deserve it. That, however, is about it as far as Ranger news. Is there any announcements, any other cleanup? I don't think so. I think everything next week, we're all pretty much on schedule. I think Q3 for TOKU Toys is going to be coming out hopefully in the next few days, so you might be seeing that if you're a TOKU fan. C2E2 is happening in Chicago this weekend, so maybe, I know Boom Studios is going to be there, maybe we'll get something from them. I hope you guys have a fantastic weekend. My name is Ranger Liz. Follow me on any and all social medias, because I will give you updates about things more than just once a week. I hope you all have a fantastic weekend. I will see you at the next video or wherever you see me. I'll see you there. Have a great weekend, guys.